What is up, guys? It's Mike here, and today we are going to bring you guys another review from Mix 11, and it's none other than the World Finals Bounty Hunter truck. Alright, so here's a truck that a lot of you guys in the community have been asking for. Something that is really cool, something that's really nice, because just the fact that Hot Wheels came out and said they couldn't do a two-tone paint job on die-cast trucks, and in Spinmaster's second year we were able to get a two-tone paint job, which opens the doors for so many things later on down the road. Is pretty cool. So here it is, the World Finals Bounty Hunter truck, and I'm not too sure what World Finals this ran in. I completely forgot. But as you can tell, one side is yellow, the other side is blue, and on the back here you see the World Finals. And one cool thing I'm noticing now too is on the back of these packages you can see what color wristband you're getting. And here is the rest of Mix 11, which Mix 11 has been really good. It's been so hard to find, and it's so expensive online. I keep seeing the entire mix, you know, for $150, $120 online, which is pretty crazy. But I do have to say this might be the best mix so far as of June 1st, so far this year. I don't know what's coming out, you know, down the road or whatever, but this one definitely has a lot of trucks that we weren't expecting, and definitely new concepts, new designs, everything like that. So there's really, you know, I don't know what truck could really be the worst, but yeah. Anyway, moving on to Bounty Hunter. We haven't seen Bounty Hunter in a diecast form in a while. We did see it last year in Mix 1 with the phone number on it. Then we saw it again with no phone number. Then we did see it again in a 2-pack. And that was really it. We did not see Bounty Hunter much after that. And I think in the... No, did we see it again? We saw it one more time in a single, I believe. Maybe, I could be wrong, I forget. But I know we only saw Bounty Hunter in the beginning of the year last year. Very rarely, I don't even think we did see it after June. So it's nice to see that we have another Bounty Hunter now that Spinmaster, you know, has a year under their belt. And they also did a truck, which is very unique with the World Finals paint job, especially the way it's two-tone like that. So that's something I really want to look at. And with that being said, let's crack this thing open and take a closer look at this awesome paint job by Spinmaster. Alright, so here it is. This is a truck that a lot of you guys in the community have been really asking for, and it's really cool to see that, you know, we're midway. I guess we're at the halfway point of 2020, and we finally got a truck. And the main thing about this is the cool thing, or the thing that's really intriguing, is they were able to two-tone the paint job. But yeah, Bounty Hunter is, I guess, not an underrated truck, but it's a truck we don't see a lot of in diecast form, and I don't know why. But anyway, yeah, so this truck does come with a blue wristband. This does not say Bounty Hunter's name on it, which I'm kind of shocked given how long Bounty Hunter's been around and how popular the truck is. So far, the only truck in this mix that says its name is the Gravedigger wristband. But it is cool to see a blue wristband, I suppose. And of course, this does come with the poster and all that fun stuff. But yeah, so Bounty Hunter, gray roll cage, another Bounty Hunter with a blue roll cage, gray chassis, and black rims. So I think there was only one Bounty Hunter last year that did not have a blue chassis, and that may have been the Mix 1. Can't really remember. But yeah, so here it is, the Bounty Hunter celebrating 20 years, and now I'm going to be able to see it on the hood here. It looks like it says 2015. My eyes are horrible, so forgive me. So 20 years of Bounty Hunter. Wow, that started in 1995? Man, Bounty Hunter started in 1995? Wow. But, oh yeah, it was a pickup truck. I remember, yeah, the white and blue pickup truck. Huh. Talk about having a, nostalgia moment. But yeah, anyway, so the two-tone paint job. I sadly did not get to see this truck in person. I didn't even know it existed, because I did have a period in my life where I stopped watching monster trucks. I stopped, collecting them and everything. And yeah, so I had no idea. But the main thing about this, and the thing that makes this cool, is this two-tone paint job. So a lot of people wanted this when Hot Wheels had the license for Monster Jam, and Hot Wheels basically came out and said, in a way, they were basically like, oh, we can't do it, it's too much work, you can't really be done, blah blah blah, and it was basically just a runaround. Now, Hot Wheels, being one of the biggest diecast companies, saying that and knowing they didn't go the extra effort, and I'm not saying they couldn't do it, but they should have done it. Hot Wheels has been around since, what, the 60s, and they couldn't do that. Spinmaster comes out, and this is their second year with Monster Jam and everything, and they're able to make a two-tone paint job, and it does not look bad at all. It looks amazing. It looks really good. So I don't know how they did this. I don't know if the truck was actually painted yellow first and then the blue was added, but as you can tell, there's no marks. It's a perfect straight line from the point of the truck, the beginning of the truck, to the end of the truck. Really cool. You do see right there in the cab in the back, you do see it's yellow. That's okay, I don't really mind that. Actually, you do see, if you can look under the truck is solid yellow. So I'm guessing that they actually took the truck and they painted it yellow first, maybe? Oh, actually, hang on. So this is the first time I'm actually looking at this thing as well. So you can see some yellow right in there, if you can see through the window here. But it does look like the truck was painted yellow first, and then they painted the blue on top and added like a clear coat or whatever they do. Anyway, really cool. And one cool thing too, this truck does have a different grille. So the grille on this truck is black, and I don't know if the camera can pick it up as well, but very nice. It looks nice, it looks cool. It's a 3D printed grille. It has some new printed headlights, and the bumper is also printed on with black as well. So really cool, really nice piece, really cool looking truck. I think that Spinmaster doing a two-tone paint job, they opened the door for so many trucks to be made, especially that Avenger truck. Not only that, but we did see this make some more custom designs from Spinmaster, so maybe this opens the doors as something in the future to where it can be a two-tone paint. And now that they can do it, it doesn't just have to be one way like this. It can be diagonal, it can be horizontal, it can be whatever way they want to do it. So I think that's really, really cool that Spinmaster did that. And then, of course, it does say in the back of the truck, thank you fans for all your support, which is pretty cool, and definitely a nice piece. Like I said in the beginning of the video, we haven't really seen Bounty Hunter that much in diecast form. And, for a truck that's been around for 20 years at that time, here we are 5 years later, so this is the 25th year, technically, for Bounty Hunter. There's really not that many trucks in diecast form, so yeah, I just wish we saw more for the years. But yeah, I think this one's definitely one of the best, definitely my favorite Bounty Hunter that Spinmaster has made. One thing that would be cool is, we all know Bounty Hunter is lowered with the shocks sticking out of it and everything for that low center of gravity and everything. If Spinmaster can make that truck, I'm not saying this year or next year, but maybe by 2022 or 2023, that would be really, really cool. But yeah, with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this truck. I hope you guys really like this truck, because this was something we were asking for as a community. We asked Hot Wheels to do it, they couldn't do it, and then Spinmaster's second year, they just bring this out of nowhere. So that's pretty cool. I gotta tip my hat to Spinmaster. This whole Mix 11, this, I feel like Mix 9 was like kind of run over from Mix 2019. Mix 10 was like, okay, let's get our feet wet. Mix 11, this is where you're seeing the true new stuff, in my opinion, because everything in this mix is awesome. So with that being said, guys, drop a like, subscribe. I got way more content coming out. Let me know your thoughts on this bounty hunter. This is definitely one of the coolest pieces. And with that being said, guys, I will see you tomorrow with another video.